Chazal speak of the period of the 3 weeks, the time period between Shivaasarbetamuz and Tisha B'Av. That's a period where the Navi tells us, Kol rotfea hisigua bein hamitzarim. We were in straitened circumstances. The Navi Yirmiyahu already indicated at the very outset of his prophecy, Makel shaked ani ro'eh upanav netzafona. He saw an almond tree that was blossoming, and Chazal indicate that that period of blossoming takes approximately 3 weeks. The Gemara in Yevamos distinguishes between 2 types of Avelus. One that's called Avelut Yeshana, one that's called Avelut Chadasha. Avelut Chadasha, God forbid, is when Rachmana litzlan, someone loses a beloved relative that one is close to. Of course, the grief is fresh, the anguish is right in front of the person. There's no need for any kind of reminder, and that's why Chazal then speak of different periods of Avelus. There's the period of Shiva, and little by little a person is once again able to reintegrate into society. The period of Shloshim, the period of Yud Beis Chodesh, for the loss of a mother and father, Rachmana litzlan. When it comes to Avelut Yeshana, which is historical Avelut relating to the Churban HaMikdash, there it's much more difficult to recreate the Avelut. And therefore Chazal began antithetically, the very opposite way that one begins Avelut Chadasha. First we have a period of a kind of Yud Beis Chodesh, and then bringing it down to a kind of Shloshim, and finally to a kind of Shiva, or perhaps the day of death itself. These 2 concepts of Avelut Chadasha and Avelut Yeshana, therefore, are really very much in stark contrast one to the other. We know that the keynote we read on Tisha B'Av having the 2 elements. One is we highlight the beauty of Yerushalayim. On the other hand, we of course are anguished of the destruction of Yerushalayim. There are 2 concepts of Zeicha L'Churban. One is Zeicha L'Mikdash B'Churbano. One is Zeicha L'Mikdash B'Tifarto. One recalls the glory and splendor of Yerushalayim, the heyday of Yerushalayim. And one, of course, now, when we are confounded, when we are in a state of Avelus, underscoring the elements of Churban. The whole idea, of course, of this period of time is to build up to a crescendo where we not only understand the nature of the loss, but we also, at the same time, appreciate what once was, and thereby have a great vision and hope that Be'ez Hashem Yisbarach, all this will be restored. That's what Chazal mean when they say, Kol HaZoche, a person who's Zoche, and who is Misabel on Yerushalayim, Zoche V'roa B'simchasa. He'll be Zoche to also experience the joy. Someone who appreciates the loss, who understood what once was, and what one had, and what can be in the future. One who has that understanding of the beauty and richness of Yerushalayim, and is misabel over it, that person will once again hopefully be Zoche to see the eventual rebuilding of the Beis HaMikdash and the Simcha that will accompany that particular event, one which the Nevi'im, of course, throughout the millennia prophesied, and which hopefully, B'meher B'yameinu, in our own days, will be Zoche to see.